Hey Northbrook, so we're starting 40 Days of Praying Together on July 16th, and so real quick, why are we doing that and what is that? Really the big thing about why is we just feel like God is doing something in regards to prayer at Northbrook. And by that we're like not seeing all that we would hope to see and, not trying to claim something incredible, but like God starting to kind of grow and bubble up in the life of Northbrook, a desire to pray and even to learn more about what that looks like. And so as a staff, we've been engaging in that. We like when we meet once a week, we have one regular meeting, and it's just a prayer meeting. So we've been reading through a book called Praying Church. Obviously, we just went through a sermon series for a few weeks on asking the Lord to teach us to pray out of Luke 11. And then as staff and as elders, we just had this idea of, what would it look like for us to kind of press into this and tap into what God's doing, and by doing that, encouraging Northbrook to pray with each other and others for 40 days. And so that's the hope here. And really, even if you think about the why, the desire is not just to be people that pray more, but that God would make us into this praying people, people that are not just seeing prayer as this thing that we need to do, but this lifestyle and the people that we are. And so we're hoping and praying that God will continue to do that. And so what would this look like for us? It's pretty simple. It's just 40 days of praying together. It's are you at Northbrook? Are you watching this video? We'll take the next 40 days, July 16th to I think August 27th, so Sunday to Sunday, and try to every day during that time to pray with someone else. So that could be someone outside of Northbrook, that could be a Christian, that could be a non-Christian, that could be people obviously in Northbrook. And that could happen in a multitude of different ways. You could be having a gathering of maybe your community group that are hanging out over the summer, and y'all are going to pray together as part of that. You could just actually call and check in with someone, and as you check in, you leave space at the end of that phone call to pray for one another in regards to all that you just shared. An example I think I gave this last Sunday was even, you're about to do something that you're anxious about or struggling with. Well, why don't you call a friend and ask them to pray for you as you are about to walk into that, or obviously the flip side of that, pray for someone as they are about to do something that maybe a hard meeting or a hard conversation or even just a hard task that they're struggling to get through. And so we just want to, that's the what, is just gathering together and praying together as early and often as we can throughout these next 40 days. And so how that's going to end is it's going to culminate on a night of prayer where we will fast together as a church and come together and break that fast and spend that night seeking the Lord together. And there's obviously all kinds of different ways you can get creative with praying together, and we look forward to hearing about that and hearing what God does during this time. And so it's just feel great freedom to pray as the Lord leads you, and just be excited about what God might do in this little church in North Fort Worth over the next 40 days as we seek Him together.